Hey there, beautiful card readers. April here on Tarot and Witchery, and the polls have spoken. So what you said is you wanted shorter spreads and you wanted self-care spreads. So how about a short self-care spread today? I've entitled this one Self-Care Now, Help. Because, there's those times when you just realize suddenly like, whoa, I've gotten way overwhelmed and I need some help now. I need something to shift so that I can feel more embodied, less frantic, less like I'm drowning. We all get there. We all get there. You can do it with tarot only. You can do it with oracle only, or a combination of both. Grab yourself a cup of tea. You won't need a notebook because down below I have a free printout of this spread, because my goodness, if you're watching this, you're already overwhelmed and you don't need to be taking notes. You just need something easy. So it's down there. Go ahead and get it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab your tarot deck or an elemental oracle deck. You're going to want to separate the major arcana, that's 0 through 21, and then the minor arcana in one pile. Put your court cards off in another pile as well. If you've got an elemental oracle deck, then you can just use that. And while you are separating the cards, this is your time to get into a place of gratitude. That's that magic that I talk about in my Going Deep with the Tarot video, Tarot Magic of Gratitude. Let yourself really be grateful. Be hopeful about this time that you're spending with yourself and thankful for the reading that's on the way. That's part of the prep. All right, now that we're sorted, let's just put the major arcana and the court cards off to the side and grab that minor arcana. Since we're at that place where we need help right now, then you need to know what it is that you need to address first as far as self-care goes. What aspect of self do I need to address first? Because when you're looking at self-care, there can be so many things, and it could feel like you got to eat an elephant to get on stable ground again. So, let's just get the thing that needs to happen first. First things first. Draw that card and put it out there. Wow. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time really thinking about this and say, how does this really hit me? How do I really feel about this? Really think about it elementally. Think about it. Is it in your body? Pentacles. Is it in your mind? Swords. Is it in your emotions? Cups. Is it in what you're doing, your actions, the way in which you're doing in the world, which is Wands. Once you draw your first card, whatever that element is, if it's, in my case, it's swords, and so I want to take all of the swords out. If yours is pentacles, take all the pentacles out. Whatever it is for you, take that out. Once you've done that, do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That lets me know I have them all because I did miss some. So go ahead and do that double check. Take that element, the one that you originally drew, and put it off to the side. Now you have the remaining 3 elements here. Again, if you're using an elemental oracle, then you would have just taken out whatever that element was, and now you're left with the 3 remaining elements. So now I'm going to do some elemental magic, right? I'm going to ask, what element counteracts or balances this energy right here? And I've got these 3 remaining elements. So I'm going to spend some time focused on that and draw a card. I'm going to place it across. And I've got 5 of Cups. So interestingly, just want to kind of touch on this really quickly. For me, mentally overthinking, living in a place where my mind is my own prison that's torturing me, overactive mind. And then I got the 5 of Cups. And to me, that's really about grief. So there's something I need to let go of. There's something that I need to grieve and let go of in order to really bring balance right now. Okay, so now the last card, you grab your major arcana that you have separated, or maybe you have an archetypal deck. So for instance, here's Kim Cran's archetype deck. Maybe you have a goddess deck that you want to use, right? Or maybe you have an animal deck that you want to use, like a totem deck. Or maybe you have a plant deck, and this is the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck. I'm working on a deep dive into this right now that'll be up soon. And you want those archetypal cards. You want that, like either that plant energy, whatever that prime energy, that goddess energy is, because you're going to be asking, what energy do I need to cultivate right now in order to feel nurtured, healed, and supportive? So right here, I'm just using the major arcana, but I probably would use an oracle at this point. Put that underneath because this is about support. So what comes underneath you right now, what comes underneath in order to support, here's what counters and here's what supports. Wow, I mean, this is, you guys, this is just a mock reading. This is not where I'm at right now. And I'm kind of like, am I at this right now? But I drew the tower here. And so for me, I would really be looking at what needs to come in. I need to let energy really come in and shake it up. If I'm going to grieve, if I'm going to let something go, you know, it may be at this time that I really do need to cultivate an energy that allows that sudden bolt of lightning to come in and create something new, break old structures down so that I can grieve it and move into something else. Once you've discovered your archetypal energy, then you really want to work with that. You really want to give yourself a chance to say, how can I really embody this power? What is it that I'm being offered right now that's going to help me to really make the changes that I need to? And if you wanted to go deeper with your archetype, you might want to check out this reading right here, my archetypal power energy, and do that slowly over the following week so you can really integrate that energy and understand how you can work with it to really grow into yourself. You are so worth taking the time to cultivate self-love and self-care because nobody else is going to make that time for you. It's nobody else's responsibility. Get empowered and get what you need.